It was supposed to be a celebration. Jennifer Lopez had arrived on The View to promote her upcoming tour, talk about her evolving role in the music industry, and share insights into her recently released documentary. The crowd erupted with applause as she took her seat beside co-hosts Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and Sarah N. Everything pointed toward a smooth and star-studded segment. Dressed in a tailored white blazer and matching heels, J.Lo appeared radiant, poised, and confident. What no one expected was that beneath the polished smiles and carefully planned questions, tensions had been simmering and they were about to explode live on national television. By the end of the interview, Jennifer Lopez would be escorted off the set following a fiery confrontation with Whoopi Goldberg that left viewers stunned and co-hosts scrambling to regain control. What unfolded in those few minutes sparked a media firestorm and ignited a national conversation about generational clashes, celebrity accountability, and the lines between confidence and ego. Asterisk, the interview started with familiar territory: career, milestones, motherhood, and the enduring legacy of Jennifer's work. She spoke warmly about her children, her love of performing, how her recent projects had allowed her to reflect on her journey from the Bronx to global superstardom. The audience clapped frequently, clearly thrilled to have her on the show. But the tone shifted when Sunny Hostin asked about the criticisms J.Lo has faced over the years about her acting, her vocal range, and the perception that her stardom sometimes outshines her artistry. Jennifer, visibly bristling but composed, said, "People have underestimated me my whole life. I'm still here because I work harder than anyone else." That response drew mixed reactions, applause, but also murmurs. Whoopi Goldberg, who until then had remained quiet, leaned in with a calm but pointed comment. "But do you think it's possible that part of why people push back on you is because sometimes it feels like you believe your own hype a little too much?" And that there was the spark. Asterisk, Jennifer blinked, her smile faltering. "Excuse me?" she said, clearly taken aback. Whoopi didn't flinch. "Look, I've been in this industry for decades. We all get praised. We all get dragged. But humility is what makes people root for you. Sometimes it feels like you're more interested in being iconic than being honest." The audience fell silent. J.Lo leaned forward, her voice cooler now. "I've worked my ass off for 30 years. I've had to fight for every inch of success I've earned. I refuse to apologize for knowing my worth." Whoopi raised an eyebrow. "Knowing your worth is one thing. Telling people you're the hardest working person in the industry is another. There are hundreds of people behind every stage, every film. They work hard too." Jennifer's tone shifted sharply. "I never said I was the only one working hard. But don't come for me because I'm confident." The exchange had clearly veered off script. Co-hosts looked uncomfortable, and Joy Behar attempted to intervene, but neither Whoopi nor Jennifer was ready to back down. Asterisk, the tension escalated quickly. Whoopi, in her signature cool but firm voice, said, "There's a difference between confidence and condescension, Jen. Sometimes it feels like you want applause just for showing up." That line visibly rattled J.Lo, who now appeared visibly angry. "That's not only disrespectful, it's insulting," she snapped. "I've broken barriers. I've opened doors, and I've done it without the help of people who try to tear others down just to prove a point," Whoopi replied, without raising her voice. "No one's tearing you down. But if you come on a show and present a version of yourself that's above critique, then what's the point of conversation?" Jennifer stood up abruptly, her mic still on, and said, "This is a joke. I don't need to sit here and be lectured by someone who clearly has a problem with strong women." Whoopi shrugged. "Strong women don't need to announce how strong they are. They just are." The studio was in chaos. The producers quickly cut to commercial, but the damage was already done. Asterisk, when the cameras returned, Jennifer was gone. The co-host sat in stunned silence before Whoopi addressed the audience. "Sometimes things go off the rails. We're not here to attack anyone. We're here to talk. But not everyone's ready to have a real conversation." That cryptic comment ignited speculation that the exchange had been more than just a heated disagreement. It had been personal. Rumors flew that there had been prior tension between J.Lo and Whoopi dating back to earlier Hollywood encounters, possibly stemming from unspoken professional jealousy or competing views on fame and legacy. Whatever the root cause, the reality was undeniable. Jennifer Lopez had been asked to leave the set, making her one of the few high-profile celebrities ever kicked off The View mid-broadcast. The footage, though edited on air, quickly leaked in full from audience members' phones, going viral within hours and spawning thousands of opinionated posts, breakdown videos, and commentary threads. Asterisk social media erupted. Hashtag JLoVsWhoopi and hashtag Viewgate began trending worldwide. Fans of Jennifer defended her fiercely, calling Whoopi's comments unnecessary, condescending, and rooted in outdated views of female confidence. Others sided with Whoopi, arguing that JLo's attitude came off as self-important and tone-deaf, especially when being asked questions that many celebrities field with grace. One viral tweet read, "Whoopi told the truth. You can be successful without acting like you invented work ethic." Meanwhile, Jennifer's camp released a short statement. Ms. Lopez values all platforms that support authentic storytelling. Unfortunately, today's interview did not align with that intention. Whoopi declined to make any personal comments beyond what she said on air, though insiders reported that she was shocked by Jennifer's response and felt disrespected by the abrupt walk-off. And yet the public couldn't get enough of it. Entertainment outlets analyzed the clip frame by frame. Podcast hosts debated whether this marked a turning point in JLo's media narrative. The situation had become bigger than the show had become symbolic. Asterisk, the conversation morphed into something deeper. Was JLo a victim of media double standards, or had she crossed a line into diva behavior? Had Whoopi overstepped, or was she holding a celebrity accountable in a way that rarely happens on television anymore? Experts weighed in. From psychologists analyzing the body language to sociologists pointing out the generational clash in communication styles. One panel on a major news network went as far as calling it a cultural reckoning about how we allow women to express ambition. Meanwhile, co-hosts on The View remained relatively quiet on social media, perhaps under direction from ABC executives who were reportedly dealing with internal fallout. There were whispers that the network was considering implementing new guest protocols, given the unpredictable nature of recent high-profile interviews. Some even speculated that Jennifer had walked off, not out of offense, but full well the media storm it would generate. Just days before her documentary's streaming release, asterisk as the dust began to settle, Jennifer made her first public appearance post-incident at a charity gala in Los Angeles. She smiled for cameras, signed autographs, and gave a brief statement to reporters. "It's important to know your worth," she said. "Sometimes that means walking away from spaces that don't value your voice." The quote was seen by many as a direct jab at Whoopi and the show. A few days later, she appeared on another talk show, where the host gingerly asked about The View. Jennifer responded diplomatically, "I respect all the women on that show. I just think sometimes people bring their own baggage into a conversation and make it about themselves." It was a thinly veiled criticism, and viewers picked up on it instantly. Meanwhile, Whoopi remained characteristically unbothered. On the next episode of The View, she quipped, "Well, we're still here, y'all. Let's move on." But the audience hadn't moved on. The moment had imprinted itself into the pop culture psyche. Another layer in the never-ending saga of celebrity media tensions. Asterisk in the weeks that followed. Both Jennifer and Whoopi saw surges in attention. Jennifer's documentary soared to the top of the streaming charts. Whoopi's candidness earned her fresh praise from younger viewers tired of media training over honesty. The incident was even spoofed on Saturday Night Live, with a sketch exaggerating the tension to absurd extremes portraying Jennifer as a hologram, demanding applause and Whoopi as a Zen warrior deflecting diva tantrums. The clip went viral. But both celebrities remained silent on the parody. Despite the humor, the moment lingered as a symbol of the ongoing friction between self-empowerment and perceived arrogance. Where was the who gets to draw it? And what happens when too powerful women refuse to back down? In a media landscape obsessed with control, polish, and PR, This live clash had broken through all of that, revealing raw human ego, pride, and the cost of being unapologetically oneself on national television.